Now confirmed, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian, a royal runaway, pure romance begins. What happens when love overrules centuries of royal tradition? Princess Leonor and Prince Christian have done the unthinkable, and the entire world is watching in disbelief. The whispers began quietly, in corridors lined with golden history. First, it was a glance. Then, it was a shared laugh across royal tables. But no one expected what was to come next. Not in Spain, not in Denmark, not across the royal households of Europe. Today, it is no longer speculation. It is no longer denied. It is happening now. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark have confirmed what many have been secretly hoping for, and others feared, a royal runaway, one rooted not in scandal but in something far more powerful. Love, real love, pure romance, and the beginning of something that could change two monarchies forever. At just 19, Princess Leonor has already carried the weight of a nation's expectations. Groomed from birth to lead, crowned by the public as a future queen, she has walked palace halls with pride, discipline, and quiet strength. But behind the grace was a girl growing into a woman, yearning not only to serve but to love freely. Across the continent, Prince Christian of Denmark, poised, polished, dignified, has faced the same expectations. The heir to Queen Mary and King Frederick, he has represented a modern vision of royalty. But even he could not predict how deeply his connection with Leonor would grow. Their story didn't begin with ceremony or arrangement. It began with quiet friendship during a summer royal engagement in Norway 2 years ago. A gathering of European young royals, meant to foster diplomacy, ended up planting the seeds of something more enduring. A friendship blossomed. Letters were exchanged discreetly. Calls became daily rituals. Video chats in the early morning hours. And as the world watched their respective journeys from afar, few knew they were watching a love story unfold in silence. Fast forward to July 2025. The two royals, now in their late teens and early 20s, stunned insiders by requesting an unscheduled diplomatic visit, Leonor to Denmark. At first, it was seen as formal. But those close to the couple say it was during this trip that they made a secret pact. A decision not rooted in rebellion, but in devotion. They would take control of their own story. They would not hide anymore. Days later, the first official sign appeared. A photo of them together, walking hand in hand in a secluded royal garden in Copenhagen. Released not by paparazzi, but by a trusted royal photographer. The Spanish royal house didn't deny it. The Danish court issued a quiet but approving statement. And by the end of the week, headlines across the world exploded. Now confirmed, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian are officially together. But that wasn't all. According to sources close to both families, the couple, against royal protocol, planned a short, unannounced departure from both palaces. A runaway of sorts. Not to disappear forever, but to escape briefly the media frenzy and the weight of their titles. Their destination, a secluded royal estate on the French Riviera, protected, discreet, and untouched by the pressures of court life. There, they spent 2 days together, supported by a minimal security team and no formal entourage. It was not a scandal. It was a statement that love matters, that their love matters. Inside sources say King Felipe of Spain and Queen Letizia were initially surprised, but chose not to obstruct their daughter's wishes. Queen Mary, once rumored to be conservative about such decisions, reportedly embraced the moment. A royal insider close to her stated, she saw herself in Leonor. She remembered her own struggles choosing love as a commoner. And now, she understands. The escape was brief, but symbolic. It showed the world that the modern royal couple is no longer just a symbol. They are human. They want space to grow, to love, to decide. Public reactions were mixed, but overwhelmingly supportive. Young people praised the couple's courage. Royal watchers called it refreshing. One headline in France read, "A royal break, a human heart." At the center of it all, Leonor and Christian remained silent. No interviews, no press conferences, but their next appearance said it all. Returning to their respective countries, they walked side by side during a European Youth Peace Forum, representing unity, not just between nations but between hearts. Observers noted their matching pins, small golden crowns with intertwined initials. Subtle, but deliberate. A nod to what they now call their shared future. What comes next? Insiders confirm the two families are in early talks about a formal royal engagement. Nothing is finalized, but plans are quietly in motion. If approved, this would mark the first major cross-European royal union of the modern era, between the Spanish crown princess and the Danish crown prince. The implications are historic. Two European monarchies strengthened, two cultures bridged, two hearts aligned in front of billions. But for Leonor and Christian, it's more personal. They've chosen each other. They've chosen love over protocol. And they've chosen to live honestly, even when the world watches. To many, this is more than a romance. It is a modern royal revolution. They are still young. They have much to learn. But one thing is now clear. This is no fleeting fairy tale. This is a royal love story, unfolding in real time. One filled with risk, with grace, and with soul. As the sun sets on tradition and rises on this new royal era, one can't help but wonder. Will this love story rewrite the rules of monarchy? And more importantly, will their love be strong enough to carry two crowns, two nations, and one future? We're watching, we're listening, and we're witnessing something rare. A royal runaway, not from duty, but toward love. Stay with us as this beautiful journey continues. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian are no longer just heirs. They are now the heart of Europe's next royal chapter. And this is just the beginning.